Welcome, guys. This is my TNA Hard Justice fantasy booking, and this is actually my second take at it. I did it once, and it was 13 minutes. Partners, I envy you. Just let me get that out there. But it was 13 minutes, and I don't feel like cutting out or anything like that. I just don't see it. So, anyways, I'm gonna have to go kind of fast and make sure to get this out. Plus, I actually wanted pretty, like maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So let's see if we can try to get it around that range. Anyways, sorry. Pre-show match. I figured, let's add a pre-show match. Anyways, don't want to waste too much time on this one. I did in the last take. So, Awesome Kong and Raisha Saeed versus Taylor Wilde and Sarita. Taylor Wilde and Sarita win. A lot of Sarita and Awesome Kong in this match. Okay, then we start TNA Hard Justice. We have a number one contenders match where Eric Young, for the X-Division Championship, where Eric Young is claiming he wants to take the belt from anyone other than, he feels like it's time for him to get a push, and he demands to be in this match, because it was only going to be Amazing Red, Creed, and Shelley. So Eric Young's in this match. He actually wins this match and goes over. So there you have that. Sorry for moving. Alright, here we go. And I don't want to go fast, but anyways, I'll want some time for other matches. Next is the table elimination match. Team 3D and Hernandez versus the British Invasion, and that's all of the British Invasion, which is Rob Terry, Brutus Magnus, and Doug Williams. Have Team 3D win this match. Hernandez is in here because they needed help, and Hernandez came out 1 week when they were getting attacked by all three of them. So obviously they needed somebody for the numbers. They set up a 6-man tag, and they wanted it to be tables. So Team 3D and Hernandez take the victory. Next, TNA Knockout Championship. I have Angelina Love versus Tara versus a knockout of the Main Event Mafia's choosing. They went to TNA management and said, we want a representative in the TNA Knockout Championship match. And of course, with Kurt Angle's pool, they got it. And it ends up being Daffney. Daffney does not, however, win this match, but she does come close. But she does a move on Tara, kind of, taunts about it to the crowd, and just kind of does some crazy stuff. And Angelina Love pins her from behind, or pins Tara while Daffney's not looking. And so Daffney goes nuts, but Angelina Love grabs the belt and runs out. So Angelina Love is still your TNA Knockout Champion. Alright, then next we have Bobby Lashley versus Matt Morgan. I just figured Bobby Lashley needs to start somewhere in the Main Event Mafia. Matt Morgan's not quite in the Main Event Mafia, but he also is kind of, helping the Main Event Mafia, so that way Bobby Lashley can help the other guys and take Matt Morgan out. Yeah, just a match I want to see, so let's get it out the way. Not something I want to spend a whole time, like a huge build-up on, but just, anyways. I'm rambling. Let's continue. The TNA X-Division Championship, it's Homicide versus Suicide, obviously, is in this match. And then we have, during the month, you have Jay Lethal team up, Jay Lethal face Consequences Creed and get the win to be in this match. And then you have Chris Sabin versus Alex Shelley, and Sabin wins. So Sabin's in this match as well. I have Homicide keep the belt, maybe pin Sabin or Lethal, who are both mainly concerned with Suicide and the mask, in which they're trying their hardest to get it off, but they just, basically double teaming on Suicide. Homicide helps them a little bit, even though I don't know if Homicide's face or heel in real life, so I don't, I think he's kind of supposed to be heel because of the way he cashed it in. So it's kind of like Suicide against the odds again, but Homicide takes the win. Alright, next we have Samoa Joe and Taz. They kind of come out during the month at some point and, declare that, who's next. Like, we beat Sting, arguably you guys' best, ally. Who else actually wants a chance? Daniels comes out and, says, Joe, I can't believe you've turned on this. I can't believe this is happening. If you have any balls, let's take this out in the ring. Joe won't fight him there. Taz says there's a time and a place for it, and it eventually leads to a match at the pay-per-view. Chris Hernandez versus Samoa Joe, in which Samoa Joe gets the victory. Then we have a TNA World Tag Team Championship, Beer Money versus Scott Steiner and Booker T. I had said in the last take that Beer Money was going to win, but I think I changed my mind. I think it's going to be Scott Steiner and Booker T somehow cheat to get the victory, so that the Main Event Mafia is still holding strong, except for Matt Morgan losing, even though he's not quite in the Main Event Mafia. Then next we have what most people would probably call a TNA World Heavyweight Championship match, but it's the TNA Legends and TNA World Heavyweight Championship, both in this match. It's a Fatal 4-Way, AJ Styles versus Kevin Nash versus Mick Foley versus Kurt Angle, where if Kurt Angle is pinned, the winner, whoever pins Kurt Angle, is the World Heavyweight Champion. If Kevin Nash is pinned, he loses the Legends Championship. So obviously, Mick Foley and AJ Styles, if they're pinned, it would only be by Nash and Kurt Angle. TNA did this in the Sacrifice match. A lot of people were pinning like certain people, and it just didn't make no sense. As far as like, why would you pin the certain person if it didn't really exactly matter? So a lot of trying to pin Kurt Angle. Nash is just trying to help out Kurt Angle. Somehow you get Kurt Angle and AJ Styles out for a little while. Mick Foley is able to pin Kevin Nash because he just does, he gets Kevin Nash in a situation where he pins him. He thinks, you see him hesitate, and he's like looking for Angle. He doesn't see him, so he decides to go for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Mick Foley is the new TNA Legends Champion. Just a little different spin. We're gonna see where I go with that. But sorry if it was a little fast. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed very soon. And I just decided, since the last one was really long, I'd try to get this one kind of short. Keep in mind that next up will be my WWE SummerSlam fantasy booking. Try to keep both of these sets, series, whatever, going so that I have videos in mind to do at least once every month. So there you have that. And the next one will come out after the pay-per-view is done. So after Hard Justice, the real Hard Justice is done, that's when the next No Surrender fantasy booking will come out. Same with SummerSlam. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too fast. Hope you guys understand. If you don't understand anything that I said, and you don't understand why a certain match is going on as a pay-per-view, you just didn't get what I said, ask me, and I'll go into more details. So peace, and look out for SummerSlam fantasy booking. Thanks.